Hey, it's Nay, and welcome to Hey Nay. So it's a little dark. Sorry about that. Um, okay, so because of this weekend, it's Father's Day, and so our topic is fathers and dating, and this is what the Hey Nay writers asked me. Have you ever dated someone with a crazy father? Um, I think, I mean, crazy. I think we're all a little crazy. I don't know. I don't know how else to put it, but I think we're all a little crazy, and I think it's okay for fathers to be overprotective, especially of their daughters. So I don't really feel harmed by it, but as long as I know what I'm walking into, I'm fine. So if the girl I'm dating is telling me how her father is, then that's good for me to know because then I would know exactly how to deal with that type of person. Um, and I think that would I think a lot of people would agree with that. I think a lot of guys especially would agree with that. I don't I don't know. I don't know. And I'm actually curious to this. So, if anyone has a story, please comment or message me about this. But in reverse, you know, is it the same way for women? Women who you meet your partner's father. Um, is there is there tension or is there, do you feel the need to impress them? Do you feel the need to go out your way to get to know them well? Do you feel the need to, you know, essentially get their blessing? You know, I don't know. I don't know if that works the same for um, a woman who is who is meeting her partner's father. There we go. So I'd be curious to hear that. But the next question is, have you ever had a father threaten you when you first started dating someone, such as you better not hurt her or I'll hurt you? And what was your reaction? You know, I don't know. I mean, sometimes it comes off joking, and I see, and this Haitian writer did tell a story about um, how they wasn't sure if it was a joke or not, and I think, yeah, sometimes it could be a little bit of a joke. But I mean, I don't know. I don't know because honestly, if I was to be completely honest, in my personal opinion is that there's nothing really wrong with them being protective. Yes, I have. I don't think there's nothing. I would prefer sometimes for them to be protective. Um, but I guess it's also an age thing too. So like you, if that person that you're dating is in, anywhere from a teenager to like maybe mid 20ish area, then I think it's okay for the father to be very protective. I think that's good. But if this is a grown woman like in the 40s, that's ridiculous. You don't have time for that. I'm sorry. We don't have time for that. But I don't know. My reaction, it would really depend on what was said. I mean, I guess if someone said, you know, you better not hurt her or I hurt you, and I'm like, well, that won't happen. I think I would be serious. That's what I would do. I would give a serious response. Yes, I would give a serious response because I think that that's what they're looking for. That's what the father is looking for, I think. I think they're looking for, you know, what's the word? Like genuine. They want the person to be genuine. They want the person to be honest and real. They want to know who that person is. So I think being serious and being clear and honest is ideal. But I say just you shut that down. You don't escalate the situation. You shut it down. Um, yeah, I think that's the best way to handle that. I think you just shut it down, or you completely, you know, make a make a serious stand against them. I keep doing this because I'm not. I hope you're understanding what I'm saying. um, should you ask a father's permission to marry a girl? Okay. Now, let's talk. Okay, let's talk heteronormative first. So, um, should a man ask the woman he's about to marry for should he ask for the father's permission? I think that's totally up to you all. I feel like doesn't make sense. I think age does play a role. I think age for one plays a huge role. Um, so if you guys are a lot older, it doesn't make I don't think it necessarily makes sense. But if you choose to, you can. But I don't know. I mean, it's one of those traditional things that is always up to interpretation. And although I think many people don't do it, especially if they've been dating that person for a long period of time. But I know people who have done it, and I believe I'm also one of those people who would do the same thing. I would ask, I would ask for the father's permission. Um, I would ask for the father's permission, and then I would also ask for the mother's permission too. I think it's important to have both parents on board. It shows respect, it shows honor, and it shows that you're serious. And in a way, you're also asking to be part of their family. So I think it's appropriate, personally, to ask, the woman I'm about to marry, her parents, whether it's okay for me to marry her. Their answer, now that's what the key is. If they say no, I mean, I would dive into that and try to understand why. I don't think it would necessarily change my position unless I hold that person to a high standard. Like if I truly respect her father, for example, um, and I value his opinion, like I truly, truly value his opinion, then maybe him saying no and explaining why might give me pause, and maybe that's something that I need to hear. Because sometimes we're not aware of what's going on between our relationships, or sometimes we don't understand how taking a next step like marriage actually is for us, and maybe hearing from people who have more experience is a smart thing to do. So I think it might give me pause if that person, if those circumstances that I outlined came true. But I think if I think I would only be marrying someone who I truly love, and if I truly love that person, I don't really see anything stopping me. And when it comes to relationships that are marriage that's same sex, asking for. I mean, you could do it. I mean, it's up to you. Honestly, I believe it's truly up to you. And I for one, I think asking parents is ideal. I think that's great. I think it's good. Um, but I mean, you also need to look at the relationship too between the person you're about to marry and their parents. Like, do they have a good relationship? Because that plays a role into whether or not their permission or their blessing even matters to your significant other. So I think you should take that into account as well. This one is a good one. Do you like it when people call their significant others daddy? I say to each their own. I say if that's what you like to be called, feel free to do that. I think you know, it can cross a line, and I don't think it's applicable to everyone. I don't think everyone's okay with using that term. But I got to each their own. Whatever floats your boat, whatever you want to do. That's terms. People have all types of terms of endearment. So if that's one of them, kudos to you guys. I'm happy. Um, and I'm assuming this next question, um, and then vice versa. So like, would you call them, would you call your significant other by a term like that too? I definitely wouldn't, but um, again, to each their own. So that's pretty much all I have to say about all of that. I hope you guys all enjoyed it. I'm sorry that it's like kind of dark, like the sun keeps moving in and out, and I and I rely a lot on the sunlight to do these videos. But I just want to thank you all for watching. As you can see, I'm glad a lot of you saw our soulmates and dating video, by the way. That was cool, and I'm glad you saw the 50th. And you hope to see a lot more. So keep looking out for us and everything. Enjoy your Father's Day. Kudos to the fathers out there. And remember to like, share, love, and always start your day off with a hey. Goodbye.